All right, welcome back, friends. This is Mrs. Rogers, and I finally figured out what was wrong with my quiz. And now I've corrected it. So, this is a video walkthrough of how to complete your week two nature, nurture, and our evolving debates about gender quiz. So, I am currently in modules, and I am on online week two, September 14 to 18. Mine sort of kind of looks different, so just please ignore all of the differences. Okay, so you guys are going to go to week two, Nature Nurture, in our evolving debates about gender quiz. And then when you get there, it says that it is due on Monday at 10 a.m. It is 40 points. There's 8 questions, and it's available until September 23 at 10 a.m. So this is like the very, very latest day that you guys could turn it in because I have to submit grades by September 25th at 8 a.m. And because I have 381 students as of Sunday, it will take me a long time to grade. So please kindly make sure that you submit things. So you guys are going to ignore the part where it says 8 questions because there's really not 8 questions in the quiz. So according to the instructions, it says you have 2 attempts for this activity. In order to complete this activity, you need to have listened to the podcast and read the transcript. I highly suggest that you have the transcript downloaded as you will need this. You will need it for this activity. For reals, you will. If you have not listened to the podcast nor read the transcript, click here to be directed to the page. Click. So please note that I, the teacher, need to score your quiz after you have submitted it. Therefore, once you've submitted it, your initial score will be 0 until your work is graded. Then you will see your actual score after I have graded your submission. So once again, after you turn it in, you'll get a 0. And then after I grade it, you guys will get your actual score. Okay. So it says here, once again, the instructions are right there. And then it says here, and I also could tell how long you've actively taken the quiz. Okay, so it says your goal is to read for details, identify the main and supporting details, and synthesize information. I would strongly suggest to download or print the transcript so you can make annotations on the transcript and pay close attention to the various main ideas presented and how the speakers supported their thoughts. I think there's about 20 pages to our transcript, so if you don't want to print it, please kindly download it so you guys can make annotations. And I particularly made it in Word format so you could seriously just like highlight, copy, and paste things for this quiz. Okay, so for the directions, it says read the question presented in each section. Select 2 questions only. So if you answered all 4, yay, but you only need 2. So for the question you selected, you are going to provide a 1 or 2 sentence answer, and this will serve as your main idea. Oops, I made a mistake. That should be 4. Then support your answer by copying 2 to 4 pages from the transcript. Make sure that you include the paragraph numbers and that your passages directly support your answer, and your passages must correlate to your answer or the main idea. And I'll demonstrate what this means. I'll show you what this means. It says, note, copying more than 4 passages will result in deductions because I have a feeling that students will just copy and paste tons of passages that has nothing to do with the answer. So once again, if you copy sections upon sections, I will just give you a 0, my friend, because I only need 2 to 4. So once again, here's the transcript. If you need it, click on that and you'll be able to download the paper, download the transcript. So here is an example of what I am looking for in the quiz. So this is a made up question, but the answers are real. So the question is, what is the definition of gender? So according to the instructions, it says here that I'm going to select two questions. So I selected one, and then it says here, I need to provide a 1 to 2 sentence answer for the question. So I'm going to go back. My answer is gender, as defined in the article, is sexist, male or female. Although the term gender is taking on a broader term nowadays, it is still mostly referred to as male or female. So once again, I picked a question, and then for the main idea, I answered it succinctly, and I did two sentences. So now it says here, I've selected the question, I've provided a main idea, I'm doing a check mark if you guys can't see, check mark. And then here it says support your answer by copying 2 to 4 passages from the transcript. Make sure that you include the paragraph numbers and that your passages directly support your answer. Your passages must correlate to your answer or main idea. So that means whatever my answer is here for my main idea, my supporting details must correlate. So that means that my supporting details support, elaborate, explain, extend my main idea. So my main idea is that gender is defined to as sexist, meaning male or female. So in the text, I said copy passages from the text. In the text, I copied these. So note in the instructions, it says that I must include the paragraph number. So I included the paragraph number and I said paragraph 3. In your transcript, it's beautifully numbered. Care of Miss Rogers. It took me forever to do that. So anyway, you're going to copy your paragraph number, and here it is. I've placed it there. And then I copied this from the text. And it says here, gender is either of the two sexes, male and female, especially considered with reference to social and cultural differences rather than biological ones. The term is also used more broadly to denote a range of identities that do not correspond to the established ideas of male and female. So this directly, my supporting detail directly ties into my answer, because my answer said that that gender is male or female. And I also said that, well, nowadays gender is a little bit more broader, a little more broad or broader. But mostly people still refer to it as male or female. And so that is also included here. So I also included another passage because it says in the instructions that I need 2 to 4. So I included another passage here, and I said in grammar, in languages such as Latin, Greek, Russian, and German, each of the classes, typically masculine, feminine, common, or neuter, of pronouns and of nouns or pronouns distinguished by the different inflections that they have and required in words syntactically associated with them. Grammatical gender is only very loosely associated with the natural distinctions of sex. Once again, my answer says that it is male or female. And then in grammar, yes, typically we have male, female, and then I said broader terms nowadays, it's more broad. So we also have common or neutral. And so notice how my supporting details, both of them answer my main idea. So now what you're going to do is you are going to select two questions. You're going to select two questions. If you complete 4 questions, yay! But we only seriously just need 2. So what you are going to do is you're going to look at the question. Let's take this for example. The question is, what creates a difference in roles within a society? Now you have to type in your main idea, and the instructions, it tells you type your 1 or 2 sentence answer below. This will serve as your main idea. So I am going to say, and this is not the answer, this is just an example. I am going to say that being born in a caste system determines one's roles in society. Different families generate I love typing. That was excruciating. Okay, so the question is, what creates a difference in roles within the society? So, the roles of individuals, who creates those roles, like the mother role, the dad role, the female role, the male role, like who seriously delineates who needs to do what. So I answered, type your one or two sentence answer below. So my answer to this question, and once again, this is not the right answer, this is just an example. I said, being born in a caste system determines one's roles in society. So we have, let's just pretend that each different family generates a different role in society. So different families generate different roles in society, such as the Rogers create teachers, the Heisenbergs creates chemists, etc. So what I'm trying to say is your role is defined by your family, which obviously is not the right answer. So I'm going to do that. And now I am going to, this is section 1A, and now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go to section 1B. So support your answer above in section 1A. This is my answer by copying 2 to 4 passages from the transcript. Make sure that you include the paragraph numbers that your passages directly support your answer. Your passages must correlate to your answer main idea in section 1. So in section 1, I said that, hey, your family determines your roles. So if you are born a Roger, you will just automatically be a teacher. If you are born a Heisenberg, you are automatically going to be a chemist. If you are a potter, then you are definitely going to be an artist. So that's what I'm trying to say. So now here, I am going to find answers from my transcript, and I will say paragraph 25, and then I am going to copy and paste whatever is in my transcript. So obviously I don't have one ready, but copy and paste anyway. So you're just going to type that dot dot dot. It feels like I need an answer, but anyway, whatever is in your transcript, you're going to copy that here. So you are going to select, I'm moving on, so you're going to select 2 questions. We have, I've have the questions highlighted, and notice how it says here section 2A and section 2B, meaning this, they both work together. The first question is the main idea right here. The first question is the main idea, and then the second question would be for the supporting details. Okay, so I'm going to pretend that I submitted this. I've entered all of them. So remember, you're going to select 2. If you want to do 4, yay. And then I also have a rubric for this, which I need to find. 1 second. Okay, so this is the rubric associated with our week 2 gender debate, and I'll figure out a way. Anyway, this is associated to your quiz, and I'm not showing it on my end as a teacher pretending to be a student, but hopefully it will be on your end. So anyway, this is the rubric that's associated to your guys' submission. So remember, you need to pick 2 questions. So your answer or main idea gets 5 points. It is going to be an exceeds if the answer is insightful and succinctly addresses the questions and follows the format of 1 to 2 sentences. So your answer is direct to the point and it's insightful. Next, you get 4 points if your answer addresses the questions and follows the format of 1 to 2 questions, or of 1 to 2 answers. I mean, it, you answered it, but it's not just insightful. And then 3, if you partially answered the question, you may or may not have followed the format of 1 to 2 sentences. And obviously, you get 2 points if you did not answer it correctly. So you had an answer, You had an answer, but it really didn't answer it. I should probably just add like a zero here. Anyway, so for no submission, all right, supporting details, you get 5 points if the passages are insightful and directly correlate to the answer or main idea. 2 to 4 passages are copied from the transcript, page numbers are indicated. So pretty much like our what our example looks like, your passages need to support your main idea. It should have been copied from your transcript and you need to have page numbers. So you get 5 points for that. And then if it directly correlates to the main idea, it's not as insightful. It's just like a bleh answer, but it answers the question, that you get 4 points for that. Remember that it has to be 2 to 4 passages and you need to have page numbers. So you get 3 points if it partially correlates to the answer or the main idea. And 2 to 4 passages are may or may not have been copied from the transcript, and page numbers may or may not have been indicated. So you get 3 points if you copied some passages that may or that partially answers the question, that partially supports this, I should say. And then you get 2 points if it did not correlate at all. And obviously you get 0 points if you don't submit anything there. Okay, so I hope this was very helpful for you. I'll make sure that I take a picture of this so you guys will have an idea of how our rubric works. All right, friends, I hope this was helpful.